Shalom, everybody, and welcome to Mekorot. My name is Rabbi Shapira, and we gather together every week to learn one principle about the redemption of Israel and the coming of the Messiah. And there's no better place to go to than the Torah portion. You see, in the end of the Torah, Moses said, there was never risen a prophet in Israel as himself. The Torah is a prophetic book, and we must approach the Torah in terms of prophecy. And this week, perhaps we are reaching out to the greatest pinnacle of all, the giving of the Torah, the Mount Sinai experience. But in the midst of all of this, we have a very strange quandary to consider. The Torah portion is called Yitro, or in your Bible, it might know by the name of Yitro. But you should know that Yitro has multiple names in the Bible, in the scriptures. And the question perhaps that we have to ask ourselves, why in the midst of the pinnacle of receiving the Torah on Mount Sinai, that known by the name Mount Chorev, we're talking about Yitro? What is the secret beyond Yitro and what we can learn about the redemption? Remember something. In the book of Micah, chapter 7:15, as I teach you every week, we see the blueprint for the redemption. God says that just as in the days of Moses during the Messiah Exodus, we will experience yet another Sinai in the days ahead of us. And this is important for us to consider it because the Torah itself, and this week, chapter 20 and what is leading to it, chapter 19 and 18, is a blueprint for the coming of the Messiah. Now notice something. Before the redemption take place, Mount Sinai make place, we have to experience and see reconciliation that has to be taking place between Yitro and Moses. Why this is important and why this is significant to us? You see, the word Yitro and his name, you should know, is known by the name Yeter. Before he was known by the name Yitro, his name was Yeter, meaning the remnant. He is the remnant. He is a picture of the remnant where the letter Vav has been added to his name. The rabbis explained to us that the letter Vav that is added to his name related to the name Eliyahu, Elijah. In essence, God has used Jethro to bring the redemption to Moses by restoring Tzipporah, and ultimately, from that, the redemption came to the children of Israel. You see, without the Yeter, the remnant, Jethro, there is no salvation to Israel. It is Paul himself who explained that without the fullness of the Gentiles, the salvation cannot take place into the house of Israel. And we see a clear picture of that. That his name, Yeter, means truly the remainder, all the remnant. Just like my book, The Rivka Remnant. So what is the job of the remnant? And if this is a blueprint for that, what should we consider? You see, in Micah 7:15, God says that the redemption will take place not when he take us out of Egypt, but rather when we take ourselves out of Egypt. This is, friends, as an important principle. We must consider that everything has to take place when we start the redemption. You see, in essence, Jethro have to go through Lech Lecha himself. He have to go all alone, and he started as the high priest of Midian. And in the end of this, he is associated with the God of Israel. He had to cross over. Do you notice the principle here? Abraham had to cross over. Rebecca had to cross over. Israel had to cross over the wilderness. The Lech Lecha journey is a real journey, and that's what initiates redemption. Rather than waiting upon God to bring redemption, it is our job and our responsibility to start the process of redemption. And that is exactly how the story has gone. He has brought Tzipporah into Moses. In rabbinic literature, Tzipporah, or the Tzipor, is one of the names of the Mashiach. In essence, we see a picture here of Tzipporah being reconciled with Moses, where Jethro brokered the deal. Does that sound familiar to you? Yes, it does. It is just like the story of Jacob and Joseph, where the brethren have reconciled with Joseph and brought Joseph back to Jacob. Did you notice this? The nations, the Yeter, the remnant, they have a job, they have responsibility, and they have a calling. And what is their calling? To bring reconciliation between Israel and the Messiah. Today, this is our calling and this is our role. How redemption start? Redemption start with reconciliation. Our job is not to convert the Jewish people, but rather to reconcile the Jewish people back to the Messiah. And friend, that's required that each and every one of us will cross over. Just like it says in the book of Hebrews, come, let us now take ourselves and go outside the camp. Going outside the camp is not easy. It's very uncomfortable. It's include a lot of pain and the harshness of the galut and the wilderness. Yitro was willing to do this for the sake of Moses. Here's my challenge for you today in Mekorot. What are you willing to give up to be the Yeter, the remnant, for the salvation of Moses? This is my challenge to you today. God bless you. This week, Mekorot, read the Frifka remnant. Shalom, everybody.